And today, assuming we've got all the parts, we're going to give putting some solar panels on the roof a go. The pond is now fully de-iced, which is good. Still pretty brown, which is going to need some work, but I mean, at least part of that is the fact right now there's not really any greenery around. A lot of birds, which is nice. This is still a massive eyesore, but let's go see how the planting's gone. Well, the answer to that is right now not at all. We've got no growth, but we can definitely see a few trees and bushes beginning to pop up around the area, which is nice. And then got another couple of weeks before I start being able to buy the trees to plant over on that side, but that's going to be good for space for it. And need to look at fencing, because this little guy is continually getting himself caught up around all the things that are sticking up out of the ground, which is annoying for all of us. But yeah, I think it's time to go into the caravan, have a bit of lunch, and then maybe go for a walk with him before we start the work. Starting with a bit of drilling, always a bit of a nervous thing to do, putting a hole in a caravan, but still. I have a site supervisor on hand. Try to stabilise a little bit. Not sure it's the best of ideas, but I can find somewhere flatter when I go to actually put the first things first, connecting these adapters on the side, then make sure this is unplugged, find space up there, connect this lot together, leaving this on for the time being, just give it a little bit of resistance to generating any power. And then I've got a fuse box to connect, which will keep things particularly safe on the outside. Run all the cables through properly once it's glued down, seal it, and then maybe go for a walk before starting on the inside, wear this little man out a bit. First one's placed. Realising I probably should have made more of an effort to measure, because it's going to be a bit of a squeeze getting both of these on there, but shouldn't be too problematic, hopefully. I'm not sure I can get much more than these two at this size, but 400 watts should be plenty once I've got the wiring stuff sorted. And I need to get a couple of additional clips to get the USB stuff done. Bill Tamer, despite what the website says, is not dog friendly, so they asked me to leave. Well, really they asked him to leave, which is a bit weird. The guy didn't believe me that I checked the website, but I don't know, maybe it was a bad translation from service dogs. Alright, everything's up there, but now we do the first bit there's no coming back from, gluing this stuff down. To be clear, this is industrial strength specialist adhesive for attaching solar panels to caravans. I'm not just like super gluing and hoping it doesn't come off down the motorway. Site supervisor has been patrolling the site. He has not been helpful. We've made reasonable progress. Very much jury rigged to pin that down, because it's just needs that weight. I'm gonna have to do something similar with the breaker box, but everything's connected. These are down, but I'm getting the impression we're going to get some rain in a minute, so going to head inside, take a break, and see what we can do there. Merlin! Little buddy, you caused chaos there by freaking yourself out. He's also been helping by digging a hole. So that's that done. at least as far as the management of battery goes. The MPTT is working, the fuse is in, the battery shunt's working, it's all connected via Bluetooth and being monitored. I have not yet reconnected the mains supply because I saw it connecting negative to positive. The instructions I'm getting say positive to positive, negative to negative, so I don't want to do anything until I can properly research that. But I don't have any mains power, so it's really not a problem. So I think it hasn't been raining, so we're going to give the dog a bit of a walk, see how that goes. Then when we come back, it's time to tackle this mess of cables. I am missing a few bits to really tidy it up, but I can do that next time. To be honest, it's not urgent. It's a break from electrical work, walking straight into the forest directly opposite the caravan. This runs through, connects to a road that goes down about halfway to Lake Vanna and the Seacall camping area, and then you've got a proper forest trail all the way through. So there's probably a forest trail that connects somewhere further up that I haven't found yet that goes all the way. Got a moose over there. Quiet, buddy. So that's been done with a reasonable degree of success. We're getting power through. It's 4:30 in the afternoon and it's cloudy, so we're really only getting a few watts, but maybe that's good because it keeps it safe. I'm leaving the bed open so I can see if there's any problems as we go, and I will shut off the breaker before bed. But it seems to be working pretty well. Currently I've got heat, which is nice. So I'm not sure what happened last weekend. We'll keep an eye. And yeah, it's going okay. Still need to get a couple of cables, and as you can see in the back there, a proper cable cover for those, but it'll be nice. And yeah, once the USB connection cable that I'm missing turns up, then I should be able to work from here, which will be awesome. And here we've got sunset at Avalon. I've only seen it once or twice, but it is nice. And then the idea is that little raised area, the hill, is where the cabin will go when I build it. And what I've been looking at is have a lot of windows pointing west and not much pointing towards the roads. I've definitely noticed there's a very visible piece to this caravan now. Now it's here on the land. My neighbour can't see it. I've been careful about where that is, but it's very visible from the roads. So I think it's definitely going to be important to get some of the trees I've been looking at. Merlin, leave it. Merlin! He does love to dig. This way, buddy. Sunday morning, and we've just dug out a bit of a drainage channel from the lake or the pond. This whole area was super boggy, so I didn't get much of a chance to really guide it yet, so it might be a few weeks to let things dry out. Then I can tidy up. Then it goes down, and it should basically reopen that running drainage ditch all the way down to the bottom, which will hopefully improve this area a fair bit, just in terms of its usability. And I'm thinking if I throw a willow tree here somewhere as well. Just take up the worst of it, because as you can see, this bit is a bit of a bad spot at the minute.